Good morning and welcome to today's reflection, which is taken from Luke chapter 9, verses 37 to 50. But I'll just read you an extract of that, and perhaps you would like to read it yourselves a bit later. Then the disciples began arguing about which of them was the greatest. But Jesus knew their thoughts. So he brought a little child to his side, and then he said to them, "Anyone who welcomes a little child like this on my behalf welcomes me. And anyone who welcomes me also welcomes my Father who sent me. Whoever is the least among you is the greatest." And this is the word of the Lord. So I was angry, bewildered, perhaps annoyed. I'm not really sure what words can express it, but those pictures from America with the president holding a Bible in front of a church, there's nothing more really than a photo opportunity. Only minutes earlier, a crowd was dispersed by tear gas to allow this photo opportunity to happen. I was, however, reassured by the church leaders' response to this, as it's not in keeping with the teachings of the Bible, the teaching of Jesus. Our Bishop Paul said on social media, "This, the Bible, is a good book," and extracts include: God is love, love your enemies, may he judge your people with righteousness and your poor with justice, may he defend the cause of the poor of the people. So amen to that. Other church leaders suggested that actually the president might want to open the Bible and read it. And it is full of fantastic stuff. It changes lives, maybe even the president's. And this is my Bible, and it's less than 5 years old. It was given to me at my licensing. It's a bit battered. It's full of pen and pencil lines, writing and scribblings. It even has tea stains on it. But I did decide when I got it that I would use it rather than just keep it on a bookshelf, to keep it special. My great aunt Edith would really disapprove of this. Her books were immaculate. In today's reading, we have Jesus telling us how to welcome. Jesus says, "Anyone who welcomes a child welcomes me." A child in the time of the Bible had no social status. They were viewed as their parents' property. Jesus took the lowest and most vulnerable members of society and said that welcoming them was equivalent of welcoming Jesus. And all this was said in response to the disciples arguing amongst themselves about who was the greatest. Who's the greatest? Does Jesus care who the greatest is? Who the greatest disciple is? Who the greatest Christian is? No, he doesn't care. What he cares about is how we treat each other and how we treat the vulnerable of our society. True leadership in the kingdom is achieved through sacrificial service, not the exercise of power. This is in the Bible. More people should read it. we should read it. And if President Trump really wanted an iconic photo, perhaps he could have knelt in front of the church in support of George Floyd. So let us pray. Mercy and truth are met together. Righteousness and peace have kissed each other. Grant to your people, good Lord, the spirit of unity, that they may dwell together in your love, and so bear to the world the ointment of your healing and the dew of your blessing. Through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen.